the majority of your peer group is doing something, you think you should be doing it too. It's kind of how society works. How else do you explain the success of disco and the George Foreman grill? I'm actually really excited about the wedding because I'm nuts about this guy. I'm head over heels in love. He's perfect. We have everything in common, except a few little things like religion and politics. But the big stuff, the important stuff, we have in common. Like, we both love pizza. We like Will Ferrell movies. We really want to get a dog. Well, he's allergic, but I really want to get a dog. And he said he'd do it, but he likes dogs like Boston Terriers or bulldogs. And I prefer dogs that are missing an eye or a leg. You know, the older and more handicapped you are, the more I want you as a dog. And I found a great one the other day, and I sent Colby the profile of Tipsy, poodle 16 or 17 maybe, and he goes, "Are you serious? She's blind and deaf, and she has a degenerative bone disease that makes it hard to, quote, touch her." And I said, "I know. She's perfect. I want her." We do have religion and politics different. And since Pete brought it up, I'm just going to tell you a little joke. We were talking once, and he said, "Well, how are we going to raise our kids?" He goes, "Because I'm not going to tell them they have to be Republican or they have to be a Democrat." And I said, "I'm not either. I'm going to say you walk right into the voting booth and you vote Republican or you vote for the party that has a soul. It is up to you." Up to you. But religion is different because he has it and I don't. And it only comes out, interestingly enough, in odd situations, like we were playing the game Categories. Do you guys know this game? You roll a dice, it comes up with a letter, and then there's a list of all these categories, and you come up with names that fit the categories that start with that letter. It's awesome. The category was names in the Bible, and the letter was J. So he said, "What do you have?" And I said, "I put Jimmy." I have Jimmy. And he goes, "Huh? Do you mean like James?" And I said, "Okay." And he goes, "Because there's a James in the Bible, but nobody calls him Jimmy." And I said, "Oh, nobody calls him Jimmy. All right, what do you have?" And he said, "Jesus." I put Jesus. And I said, "Well done. You get your point." Speaking of Jesus, another difference in the South is that you guys are pretty big fans. A lot of fish on your cars. You like him a lot. I also see a lot of, like, "What would Jesus do?" bumper stickers. And I was in traffic behind a car that had it. And I thought, people who have the bumper sticker might be people that want to, emulate Jesus. So if I pay attention to this person, maybe I'll learn something about him. And what I learned is that Jesus would also have to wait in traffic. And he would drive a luxury SUV. Which didn't seem Jesus-like to me, because I thought, wouldn't he drive a hybrid? Or wouldn't he walk or ride a bike everywhere? That's what I thought too. But it is Atlanta and you have to have a car. Maybe that's how he rolls in Atlanta. So I follow a little bit, and then what I also learned is that Jesus would not be afraid of taking the parking spot I was clearly waiting for in the Panera parking lot. And then Jesus would claim it was because he didn't see me. But he's Jesus. He saw me. He totally saw me. And then I thought this was cute. He would drink mochas like I do. But he would also really need to get his roots done. And he would carry the Louis Vuitton bag, which was disappointing, because I just think a Louis Vuitton bag says to the world, "Fuck you, poor people." Speaking of fuck, I taught English to French teenagers in France for a year. And what you'll find interesting about French teenagers and American teenagers is that they have a ton in common. They really do. Same clothes, same music, they both totally suck. And they're very hard to discipline, because if I yell at them in English, they don't know English well enough, and it sounds funny and they can't take me seriously. But my French was a little broken, so if I yelled at them in French, it was kind of awkward too. It would sort of sound to them like, you was to having me seated in corner. Is you listen me? Because I is being saying that you was in corner, and I mean in the present. So they were like, oh, okay. So to get them to behave, I said that I would teach them cuss words. And they were very excited about this. So they behaved, and cuss word day came, and I don't know where to start. We have a lot of good stuff, you know? So I just said, does anyone maybe already know any cuss words? And the kid in the back of the room yells, fuck your mother! And I was like, whoa. We do not say that. In the United States of America, we assume you already fucked your mother, and we call you a motherfucker. It's a noun. It's a noun for us, not an imperative. It's a noun, kids.